See, I wasn't planning on going live, but I had a few surprises today. No. Where's my live feed on my own channel so I can see chat? Because this thing is notorious for not having. No, that's showing me the other one. So we all know that Nancy is technology challenged. This is no shock to any of you that Nancy is technology challenged. Let's see here. That's the 45-second one. I want to delete. You can see me now. Hi, Val. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. More actions, yeah, there we go. Delete the 45-second one because I couldn't figure out how to get the orientation right. Apparently it's a setting on the phone and I didn't spot it right away. So I got that squared away and deleting video while you wait, you can leave the screen. Good, because I want this one. No. Oh, I'm in studio. I have to get out of studio and go back to my channel because Nancy never knows what she's doing. Okay, there we go. So I hope at least, I mean, all the light is behind me back there. So I'm hoping that I don't look as dark as what my phone looks like. I'm hoping. Hello, Warren. Hey, Warren, wait a minute. You're here. Now, oh, not that. Where did it get? Did I take it downstairs already? Oh, no, I think I took it downstairs already. I'm keeping this one, even though it got creased. I'm going to frame this one. And I know, because I'm doing this on YouTube, everything's backwards. But that's a Mary Englebright. But with it, I found a page from one of the magazines of a Mary Englebright paper doll. And I know you use a lot of that stuff in the educational things you make for teachers. So I'm going to pop that into your package and send it to you, Warren. I found some loose Mary Englebright cards I have. And I need to get a box to start putting this stuff in because I know I have I should have some old Mary Englebright magazines. I know I have a tin. Whether I use the stationery inside the tin or not, I don't remember. But this is why I want an office kitschy corner, is because when I find stuff like all this Mary Englebright, I have nowhere to put it where I can just put it all in one place, because I'm pretty sure I have enough Mary Englebright stuff that I could actually do maybe not a long live sale, certainly not the marathon that I did for the Christmas sale. You guys have no idea. I had not realized we went for 6 hours until after we were done and I was resetting the things to set it for monetization and all that. And I'll tell you, my body let me know it for 2 days after that I had sat there for 6 hours because my knees were killing me for 2 days. And the first day, the day after, I had, my stamina is crap. And so I have to work some more on that. Getting one walk in every couple of days is not doing it. But anyway, it must have been great to meet her. But I would like to have a place where I could set all that stuff aside as I find it so that then I can have a sale that's just Mary Englebright. So, because I'm pretty sure I have enough stuff that I'd be able to do it. But it's all scattered. And it's a shame. Like, I found this packed in a box and it just looks like it's gotten stepped on the back. It's gotten creased. But it's such a cool one for 4th of July that I would like to frame this and have that as a decoration for 4th of July. So I haven't met any illustrators other than, and he didn't do so much illustration. His father's known for it. NC Wyeth was known for a lot of illustration art. And I met his son, Andrew Wyeth, who's known for his own artwork. And I met his son, Jamie, who's also an artist. So I miss Andrew. He was something else. So I decided, since I got a couple of Christmas surprises, that I was just going to pop up and do like a friend mail kind of thing. And so Meryl and the kitties are absolutely ecstatic over having the good litter. They hate the cheap cat litter because the dust makes them sneeze. And we've now found out that part of Aragorn's problem was not only did he catch whatever illness Tux that unfortunately had killed Tux, but he still, in certain things, has problems with sneezing a lot because he has allergies. And it gives him a reaction of like his eyes get too dry and he gets these hard little crusty things in here. I get that too certain times of the year. And he sneezes a lot. And so Marilyn, bless your heart, you gave the kitties Christmas presents. And it included 2 boxes of a better cat litter that is not put out near as much dust. So we now have to watch what litter we get for the Gang of 5 because Aragorn, the infection that he had that was in his lungs that was so bad in Tux, and we didn't know it until it was too late. It's left him hypersensitive. And we haven't had, when he was sick, we had what was the equivalent of a cat asthma attack, where they're like, it sounds like almost like a fur ball, but it's not. It's just, but he hasn't had any more of those, but he does still get a lot of sneezing every time he's been in the litter box because we went for the cheapest cat litter. And I've also found that cheapest cat litter, when they use it, is extremely heavy. And sometimes my back is not happy. But get box. One of my Boy Scouts and their mom stopped by and gave me they gave me a Christmas present. And she also, now this is already downstairs. So she hands me this little box. Well, this is a really cool little box too. I like how there's a little coin in there. But in this little box was a little good luck charm. And it has like this little tiny Cinnabar dragon on it, which is the cutest thing. But it's meant for good luck. So I hung it on the back of my front door already because Lord knows I need all the luck I can get. Definitely need all the luck I can get. Because let's face it, since 2021, my luck has been crud. Absolute crud. So we're see what's in here. Cool Santa paper. Look, all different skin tones of Santa. I like it. That's very cool. Oh, it is really well taped too. Yeah, the scoopable litter is more expensive. But I've found that with the cheaper litter, oh man, the mess that ends up all over your floor. I mean, if I don't mop every couple of days, and it's I can't always do that because mopping is twisting. You know, when you mop, you're bent over and you're twisted. And most of the time, my back does not like that at all. It gets very unhappy. So I'm trying to like save this paper to reuse it, and it's not cooperating. All right, we're just going to slit you down the back and see what I got. So yeah, I mean, it is a little more expensive, but because of the clumping, yeah, you do tend to use less. Oh, Oh, wow. I haven't gotten this kind of thing in years. It's chocolate. Ooh, almond cream, Lindt and Sprungly, master chocolatier since 1845. Wow. I know who Lindt is. Those are good chocolates. Wow, that's a nice gift. I'm not used to this because like I've rarely ever had Scout Parent give me a Christmas gift. They gave a box for Michael too, I think. So yeah, see, if you can mix the litters, that's great. We at this point we had been where we hadn't. Thank God I don't need litter for the outdoor cats, but I saw the outdoor cats today, and honestly, it was shades of Charlie. So Percy has shown up, and he's got a gash on this side of his neck where the skin is ripped open. And you can see the epidermis layer underneath. And I'm like, oh no, because that's what happened with Charlie. And his was on this side, and it was starting to heal, and then it got ripped even bigger, and you could see a lot of flesh missing in there, and then he stopped coming around. So either infection or another fight, because there's jugular veins under there. So, but Percy's being fed by somebody, because he came up and he sniffed at the dry cat food and stuck his nose up and walked away. Jack has no such qualms. Jack was starving. I'm the only one feeding Jack. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is from my Scout. Oh. Thank you for all the help. What a sweet kid. So it's a gift card. Gift card for Wawa. I can get my mocha mint coffee. God, I miss that coffee. See, I don't drink much coffee because I don't like it that much, but that mocha mint, honestly, I think it's more mint and cream and sugar than it is coffee. Oh, this kid's something. He is something. He's one of the ones that summer camp, not this summer, but the summer before, was their very first camping. Their very first. Well, Michael had been camping with his mom and his big brother, but he and George, it was their very first summer camp. They joined us. Hi, Lisa. They joined us at like 13. And this kid by spring is already going to be up to Life Scout. And he wants to be the next senior patrol leader. And he is just cranking his way right along, because he figures that when he doesn't necessarily want to be worrying about merit badges so much when he's senior patrol leader. And he's 14. He'll be 15 by the time he would take over as senior patrol leader. But he's very much very mature. Oh, I forgot to put the phone on. Oh, stop sending me pictures. Stop. The kids are home from college at my friend that has the little mini farm. I have yet to get out there this month. There's just been too much going on. And the kids are now home from college, so they're putting the lights up, and she's sending me pictures. My phone is sliding away. That's very sweet of them to send that. And where did I just put it? Put it on the floor. So, but you know, we're doing the best we can with the cats. And I finished up Wednesday night. I finished up the merit badge class with 10. I don't ever want to do 10 scouts at a time again. Doing 3 merit badges at one time. That was too much chaos. Mostly because when you get to the discussion part, or when they're trying to give their speeches, there's a couple of them that just aren't to the maturity level of the other kids that are their own age. So they can't not talk. But they did like the blue. They did like the blue in the hair. I got tired of this looking like it was going bald because right here is pure white and the rest of my hair is not. And so I have, was it Marilyn? Who sent me the color? The red and the blue hair dye. So this is the blue. I only did just this little bit. So you sent that a while ago, and I did the pink for summer camp. And so now I was trying out the blue again. So but they thought that was fun having that. But the other thing I have for friend mail is Christmas mail is Merry Christmas to me. I kind of cheated there. It's a Merry Christmas to me. And I think this is the one. I decided a couple of months ago that I was going to make Christmas stockings. And that was going to be the present for, there's more in here than I think is supposed to be. For, oh my goodness, there's way more in here than I thought there's supposed to be. For Michael and for Gary. And I figured, well, I'll do it for myself too. And that's not supposed to be a duplicate. Somebody glitched. Wow. Okay. So I haven't bought off of Temu in a while. And so of course then you start getting all these offers and coupons and stuff. So I come on. So I took advantage and I got some stuff for me. This is going to go on my Scouts hoodie. This little patch. It says, I tried to be normal once. Worst 2 minutes of my life. So I'm going to put that on my Scout jacket. But my nails, like, look at this time of year. This is the only long nail I have. Everything at, well, that and maybe that one. But they've all snapped off because it's that time of year. They get brittle in the cold. So I bought myself, I think some of these were freebies. So I decided that just because they were so cheap to buy myself some fake nails. Now I know the swans were ones I picked out. And I know I wanted the snowmen. So these are going in my stocking. And I find 3 of these should be the freebie. Because I know I ordered one of these. Can you see these? These are the sprites. Oh, it's not gonna focus on them. So in one of the Studio Ghibli things, there's these little soot sprites. It's in not Totoro. Oh, why am I drawing a blank? It's my favorite one. Spirited Away. So all these little soot sprite characters are in Spirited Away, and they had nails in it. But I know I only ordered one, but they sent 2. Bonus. I'm happy. I like it. And then there was a thing for 3 freebies. But of course, the options they give you for has to be within that listing that they give you to pick out freebies. And most of it was not stuff that I would use, but they had some other nails. So these are all fake nails. They're not like I've gotten these from Lily and Fox where it's a sticker. And because my nails are so short, most of the time I can cut these stickers in half and you get like, instead of getting just one use, I can use them twice. But I got these little green ones. Now these are white tips, but they got some little sparkly. And then this one, how could I not? Look at the black kitty cat and then the moon. I thought that was great. Hello, Butterfly Nurse Thrift. How are you? So I have little bonus ones. So these are all going to go in my Christmas stocking. I'm not going to bother wrapping them. And I used to get, I didn't get too many. I only had like 3 different pairs of Lularoos because in the wintertime, this house gets cold and we don't turn the heat up very high. So the Lularoos are great because I get a pair and they can fit underneath my jeans. So I thought I'd try getting a pair of something similar that was from Temu. Because Lularoo, everything's always seems to be these geometric patterns, and most of them are not pretty. So hopefully these will fit because I got the biggest size I could get. So we'll give that a try before I pack them away. But that's my little Christmas haul for now. That was nice because all the stuff I did order stuff months ago from Temu for Mike, and it's all already here and packed up and in his stocking, which he doesn't realize is hiding in his own closet. He doesn't realize there's anything in those stockings yet. Because that's where we stood in. Because one of them's a TARDIS, which is one he gave me, a stocking he gave me a couple years ago, and then I have Gary's old one from when we were kids, and I have Mike's Santa Claus one. So I've been quietly like just wrapping some of the things are wrapped, and I'm just dropped them in there. But I had ordered from Temu a bunch of desk stuff that was cat related. He goes through a lot of Post-it notes. He goes through a lot of those little tabs for in books he's reading or some of his file books. Well, his file books, his notebooks that he's got binders that have things in it for work, or he's got stuff for scouts for the troop. And so he's always going through those little tabby ones that are just that little thin rectangle. And so I got him a bunch of those, and they're all cat related. Some of the tab ones are a little cat paw. Other ones, it's a little cat head sticking out. I got 2 different things of Post-it notes. One of them's a cat head, and it's only like that big. But there's a longer one. It's like the whole body, and they're longer. So I thought that would be cute for Christmas. So I thought, well, let me just pop on, and because it's quiet in the house right now, and say hi to everybody. I was unable to do a live last night because I just didn't get home in time. We had tickets to go see a show that was a Christmas show, and one of our scouts was in it. And so we went to go see it, and it just... we watched the whole show, and then we're standing in the lobby and we're talking to everybody, and we ended up being some of the last people to leave the theater. So we didn't, there was just no way that I was home in time to pop on and say hello and have a chat. And so I thought, now while it's quiet, Gary's was up and about, and now he's in his room, and Mike's not back from work. So I thought, well, because he's been out all day at his job for council, so for Boy Scout Council. So I figured I'll pop up, say hi to everybody, let you know how things are. Things are moving on along. I apologize for not packing on Monday. I had not realized just how badly sitting there for 6 hours. That's a new record for me. That is a serious new record for me. I think the longest sale I've ever done before that, there was a 4-hour one from before I hurt my spine. The fact that I was able to sit there for 6 hours is just an amazing milestone, that I was able to do it without having anything seriously spasm. The only thing that was an issue is when I went to stand up, both my knees were kind of sore, but when I woke up the next morning, neither knee wanted to move. That was a little bit of a problem. That, and I felt like I'd been run over by 100 cats. So we know from that 6-hour sale that Nancy's stamina is still not great. So I'll keep working on that. Because it's still been shaky. I'm supposed to have a heart test. So, oh, I would love to see Mannheim Steamroller. I also want to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That's definitely on my bucket list, to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I would love to see them once. Just once. I'd be so happy. I'd be so happy. So who's I know I have one invoice out. And then Kitschy, I was looking at your stuff to pack it up and went, nah, I don't want to do that quickly, considering what you bought. I want to be very careful. So no, there weren't any, because by the time I could actually like physically move around real well, we were hitting Thursday where I had to do blood work and a scan, and Gary had blood work to do and a test of his own in the afternoon. My stuff was in the morning. So it got filled with taking care of health day. And then Wednesday was catching up all the kids and getting everything set and packets made up for all 10 kids, because Wednesday night was the last night of this class. So, so that's all done. I also started worrying about, if we have a government shutdown, was the post office going to be shut down? And I hadn't seen anything on that, but I finally found something online about 2 hours ago that the post office will not be shutting down. Now, if you're in Canada, or buying from Canada, that's a whole other problem, because Canadian postal workers are on strike. Their whole postal system shut down. But for now, ours is not expected to shut down should the government shut down. So after I get done with this live, I will be cleaning off the desk here, get my stuff off Mike's desk, and heading downstairs to start packing up and invoicing again to get more out tonight. I have some things partially packed, and then I realized that once I got the bubble wrapped around them, they weren't going to fit in the box I had pulled out. Oops. That happens more times than you would think. So yeah, that's tonight's job, is for me to get downstairs and do that. So you'll see them invoices very soon. Next couple of hours, I hope. So I hope everybody is having fun with the holiday and enjoying the Christmas music that's all over the radio. And but I just thought I'd pop on, let you know I'm still alive. I haven't disappeared. I'm knock on wood, still healthy. And do my little surprise little Christmas haul. So but that basically was it. I just thought I'd just do a quick pop on and say hi. And what's the matter? What's the matter? You want to see some chaos? Watch this. Oh, y'all heard a drawer open. Suddenly 2 little heads popped up. No, these are mine. These are not the kitties. I love these things. Not too many of these left, guys. Not too many left. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Oh, hello. Hi. Well, hello, Elrond. All of a sudden, he's coming out from underneath. Yes. Say hello, Frodo. Say hello. Here. All right. It's funny. It's like some of... Ow. There's an Amazon wish list you come on up. You have to come say hello. Come on. You have to come say hello if you want it. Come here, Elrond. There is an Amazon wish list. It does not have these minnows on it. They love these minnows. Lisa from Flippin' Crazy sent them, and I don't know where you get these. Come on, look, this little head. Look at it. he'll carefully like grab my hand, go, gimme, gimme. You should see Elron when I try to give him a thing of catnip. That little lunatic, this cat meow Joanna stuff. Oh my Lord. That is like kitty crack. It is beyond what normal catnip. He will grab it and he'll latch himself. And Arwen, he will latch himself onto the container and stuff his face down into it. Here you go, Arwen. I know you're another one. Won't take it out of my hand. Yeah. You have an Arwen sighting. It's so rare to see her. I'm not giving them out quick enough. But I'm trying to get it. What are you going to do? Where's it, Gimli? What? No. What? Well, sometimes you get cheated. So here, there's a tiny one. Gimli. There's yours. Aragorn. Take yours. You better get it before your little brother hops up there. There we go. They only get usually, how many is left? 1, 2. There's just 5 left. Doctor has not come inside, so, but there were bigger. Hi, little girl. No? Oh, I'm so sorry. Your Highness does not like to be held. She does not like to be held. There's 5 little ones left. There's some that Lisa, bless her heart, sent that are big. They're like way bigger than minnows. But hi. Is it still here? Oh, Daddy moved it. Daddy moved your brush. So I try to save the big ones for when they really, really have done something good. Or for the doctor. Doctor has not come inside. I got her inside twice because the temps were going to get into the high 20s. But I had to pick her up and carry her in. And you're not good. What? Oh. Can't even, man. Oh, what are you doing? Hey, going overland over there is not a good idea. Sweetie, you've tried to attack that paint. That's a cobweb. You've tried to attack that spot on the wall for ages. That's just a smudge. Now she's staring at the outside wall. I don't know. They are a trip. They are definitely a trip. But yeah, the minnows are great. They absolutely go bonkers over those. And she's staring at the wall again. What do you hear? Look, I don't hear it. If you hear a mouse in the wall, y'all need to deal with it. And you need to catch them. Because Gimli failed me. There was a mouse in the kitchen. And I could hear it. I flipped the light on and all I saw was a tail scurrying away. Little tiny thing. And where's Gimli? Gimli is asleep on the kitchen table. Doing nothing. Why is your brother Aragorn the only good mouser? There's 5 of you, for crying out loud. Should be more than one of you that's a good mouser. Oh, now she's going, who? What? Me? Yeah. Hi, CDC. How are you? No, just one. Gimli's down there looking at me going, more? No. He'd eat the whole bag. They're the reason he's like heavy like a dwarf. He is solid. Part of it's muscle, but it's also, he's very food insecure. So he will push the other ones. I have to feed him first. And then he will, and he's done his bowl, he will start pushing the others over to get at theirs, which then ends up being a lot of times Arwen or Elrond are the odd man out. So he gets mad at me, but I have to stand there while they eat and try to keep him away from the others. Or I just give him half of what he's supposed to have, and then I give him the second half of it once they've eaten or started. Yeah, we've never had chipmunks around here. We've had so many other things. Not chipmunks. And we just have the usual gray squirrels, though out by what had been the Granite Run Mall, they have black squirrels out there. And then down in Arden, Delaware, they have white squirrels. And they're not, oh, what's the word for it? When it's no pigment, but the eyes are all red, albino, and the eyes are red, these aren't like that. It's a different kind of thing. They're all white, and most of them have kind of like a grayish eye, but a few of them have had blue eyes. And it's some kind of recessive, odd thing to end up with white squirrels. I hear there's a place in Ohio, I think, but there's some other town that has them. Oh, well, I guess she's ready to move along. Go back to her spot. But I haven't had any trouble that I've seen these guys when Gimli and Frodo are out. I've watched Frodo streak across the yard after a squirrel. And it was really kind of funny because he caught it and he put paws on it. And then he didn't know what to do with it. He just like pounced on it and then laid down and had his front paws on it. And now I'm making everything jump because I made the desk jump. So he's holding it down like this. And the thing turned around and bit him. And he let it go. And he just watched it go up the tree. He didn't really connect of everybody says, oh, their instinct will take over. Not always. He didn't know. He just knew it moves. It has a fluffy tail on the end. It looks like my feather tail. I'm going to go after it. But he actually caught one and he just was clueless. Had no clue what to do with it. None at all. Meanwhile, our brainless boy, Aragorn, let him find a mouse. You'll be lucky if you find any parts of it left. I swear he eats them. I have found, let's see, I know somebody has gotten 3 in the basement because they were coming over since the beginning of October, because on cold nights they do find, it's a 1911 house. They are going to find their way in. But I hadn't seen nor heard any in the house itself. I've heard some, they come up every year, up the wall, in the wall, near where my bed is. So last week we heard them, and I was awake for that because I had 2 cats climbing over my face to get to the wall, Elrond and Aragorn. So I was awake. And then Mike thinks he heard some in the wall over in that corner, which he might have. But I don't know of any other spot where you hear them in the walls, but we've often had them in the basement in the wintertime. And then the way the house is settled, there's a crack in the wall in the pantry, so they like to go into the pantry. But the cats, you could tell when they're in there because little Miss Arwen gets in there and she goes digging around in there. But they've caught 3 in the basement that I know of because they got left for me. They don't normally get left for me. I haven't done a tour of the house because the house is packed. There are a couple videos that show like a little bit of different rooms. I did a couple of lives from the dining room, especially when I was cleaning out my mom's dollhouse to donate that. You see the Black Hole Challenge room was originally my bedroom as a teenager, and that's going to become the home office. We were doing really well, moving on along, and then after that was when I hurt my spine. So that room currently is only partially empty, and the walls need to be scrubbed and repainted. The ceiling, even when I was a teenager, never had been repainted. So the ceiling needs to get repainted. There's a cabinet on the wall that'll be great for storing things in. and hanging things off of for live sales. There's a desk made from an old piano that was given to me. That's out at my sister's, and I need to just give it a good cleaning and see what state the finish is in, and then give it a good waxing, because I think the finish is okay. If it is, then it's just clean the dirt off of it and wax the sucker. So I'll have a desk for in there. There are 2 china closets in there. One I bought, and then the other one was a gift because it was from a friend's grandmother, and his kid doesn't want it. Nobody in the family wants it, and it's 1930s. It's a Depression era small china closet, so he gave that to me as a gift. So I've got 2 china closets to put things in that I want to enjoy seeing, like my Lancaster yellow glass. But I don't want the cats anywhere near. So it'll be safe, but also more fragile things as I collect them or find them for sales, like mercury glass. If I ever find any uranium glass for you guys, I can tuck them in there where they'd be safe. And then I have a floor plan for that room that puts a shelf behind the door, and then it'll have a shelf that comes out this way to give it more space, and then another shelf, and then a shorter one underneath the wall cabinet where I can then stand and do my sales from there, and have everything like behind me on the shelf and in that wall cabinet. So it's going to be a nice layout. I had measured out the room. I had made a floor plan. I actually have several things that'll fit in there. There's one set of shelving. The one set of shelving that comes out from the wall this way, I'm probably going to have to buy that. But other than that, I have been collecting shelves, bookcases for a while now. So I think I've got everything else I need. I just need to get it emptied the rest of the way. And yeah, sometimes you don't, and I like the older china closets more than the modern ones. The older ones that like have the curved glass to the sides, because you can see so much more of what's in there. And you can have the stuff, the little tchotchke things that it gives you a nice place to put them and enjoy seeing them. So it's really nice. Now I have the china closet that was from my great grandparents' house. It was my great aunt's. That came with all the dishware. But because it had originally held tons of salt and pepper shakers, it actually had little plate glass shelves for inside of it, which I still have, but I don't have in there, because a lot of stuff I have in that. I think what's the video on the china closet? YouTube. Come on. Go to my channel. Because I don't think I did that I don't remember if I did that as a live or not. It's my own little personal cabinet of curiosities. And it might have been just done as a video. Oh, wow. A year ago, I went through all that box of stickers. I was surprised that I found stickers in that box that actually could be sold. And did, Pirates of Penzance when I read through that. Okay, so it's not. Yeah, it's not that far back. So it wasn't done as a live. Let me see if I can find it as a video. Because there's some interesting, cool stuff hiding in there. Aragorn approved. It's sad looking back through this thing and seeing all the times I've had to bail because of ill health or blown out knee for one of them. And I remember that blown out knee. My knee was the size of a grapefruit. my kneecap had completely shifted. It was not fun. Really was not fun. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. Lots of smalls, purging the treasure cabinet, because that's what I had called it. Hi, Marcy. So, oh, I moved the wire. So there's the link, and it literally is purging the treasure cabinet. Lots of smalls, and it's my cabinet of curiosities. I inherited that china closet when I was Annie Al died. I was 19. It was 1984, and I was 19. I was graduating from college. Sorry, high school, graduating from high school, had my senior prom to deal with, the senior play to deal with, and was on stage for Young People's Theater Workshop. And everything was happening within 1 month of the funeral and everything else. And oh my goodness. That was the only piece of furniture I was allowed to have out of my great aunt's house. But partly because I said, well, look, she left it that I was to get Nana and Pop-Pop's good china, which was this gorgeous willow pattern from the late 1800s. And it was all from Staffordshire, England. So I would need somewhere to, as far as I was concerned, the china closet should come with the dishes, because the dishes were all in this china closet. And whatever didn't have dishes in it had salt and pepper shakers in it. So I was allowed to have this one because this had the leftover bits that weren't in the other china closet that matched the dining room set. I would have loved to have had that dining room set, but the problem with being the youngest in a family with that big of an age spread is when the older relatives pass away, you don't get to inherit anything because they don't tend to think about it, or they go, oh, well, you have to fit it in your room or you can't have it. Well, I made room. I made space for that china closet to come into my room. I figured it out. And it's still in my bedroom. Now, mind you, it meant having to take a bureau, because I got that, and I shouldn't say that's the only piece, because I did get the bureau from my great-grandparents' bedroom set. So I have that and the china closet in there. She accidentally caught one and then stood there and barked at it. She thought they were toys and didn't understand why it didn't run away. Maybe didn't know what it did. So you can see that, like, in my china closet, that is all the stuff that is really something. What are you doing? There's nothing in that bag for you, big boy. Come here. Come say hello. You haven't said hello to everybody in a long time. Oh, this is Gimli. But you could see, like, what I mean about you can set stuff up for your china closet so that you can see the stuff on a daily basis that you really like and enjoy. This is our Gimli. This is our big boy. Yes. And thick fur coat you've got such a thick fur coat because you insist on going outside. You're a door dasher like your mommy was, but that got your mommy killed. I don't like having kitty cats that go outside, but there was no stopping this sucker. No, they're not. Oh, the loud purrs. The loud purrs. Yeah. What? Oh, look at that face. Look at what you guys have done. Look at your collar. Your collar needs a trimming again. It's got loose threads on it. And these guys wrestle. They are heck on collars. His collar is missing. It's got little threads coming off of it again because they bite each other's collars. Elron has his really nice collar, and his is pretty much bit through at one spot. Yeah, what? Oh, you want to go see what your brother's doing? Your brother's looking for a place to lay down. He's going to lay down on the gift wrap that I just sat over there. Yeah, you know how big he is? Honestly, remember when they were like, yay big? He's physically Frodo, the one who was the tiny one that I had to bottle feed for a while before we got all the others and their mother. He's actually the biggest. He's very tall. He's very long in the leg, very long in the body, but he's very light. And he meows and talks so much. And he's got a very, very pointy face. His profile is very much Siamese, but he's all black. Whereas Elrond has that lovely seal point coloring, hardly ever makes a sound, but also has the very pointy, hey. No. Give me that. No, this is Daddy's package. No, don't give me that look. You tried to. He's over there biting. Elrond's over there biting on it, trying to undo the ribbon. This is Daddy's present that they dropped off. So no. When Elrond decides something is a toy, he's annoyingly stubborn. No. Now he's underneath there thinking he's going to get it. So, yeah, he's a sweetie, and he likes to sleep with me, and he curls up in my arm. And then once he's comfortable, he'll lay there curled up for a little bit, for maybe about 15 minutes. And then once he's warm, then he'll flip over on his back and lay with his head on my upper arm and and he just always looks at me. He goes like this, and he paws at the cover. And so he wants me to pull the blanket up. So he sleeps with me like that, which is really cute. I don't know how long he sleeps with me like that, because usually when I wake up in the morning, he's either no longer there or he's further down under the covers. Sometimes he's up on top of the covers, but further down the bed. But yeah, he's something. He definitely has the look of the Siamese, but he doesn't have the vocals, and he's quite small. You know, he's definitely little tiny compared to the others, especially compared to Frodo. And I know people who've had Siamese cats because they had Madame Fang and Coco, and those cats are both very long in the leg and very, very vocal. But Madame Fang liked me. She didn't like anybody else, but she liked me. I think because we had an understanding the first time we met. Madame Fang had a history of biting people. So I'm sitting, they had a house that had a passion pit, those sunken living rooms. And so that's where the TV was. And so I'd sit on the couch, but that meant the cat on floor level is at your shoulder, just below it a little bit. So she comes up on the back of the couch and she's chewing on my hair. And so they try shooing her away. Well, one of the times she hopped down next to me. So I put my hand out for her to smell it. And they said, oh, no, careful, she bites. But I put my hand out with my finger like this because I'd already heard that she bit. And so as soon as she tried to bite my knuckle, I opened my finger up like that. And it went right into her mouth. And it catches, because their mouths are small, it catches their gag reflex. She just pulled her head back and her eyes open wide. She is not the first cat or dog that I have done this to. I learned about it from a dog breeder. And so it hits that gag reflex. And she just kind of looked at me, and I just kept talking to her and did the slow blink thing and put my hand forward again. And she opened up her mouth, and I real quick did that. She never even got a chance to try to chomp down. And she's just, she wasn't sure about this. But then she sat down and next to me and then laid down next to me, but not facing me. So while we were there, because it was there, sometimes in theater groups, you have a viewing party where, after the last show, about a month after the show, you get together and you have a big party where everybody gets to watch the videotape. And so that's what we were there for. So she's next to me. She wouldn't let anybody else sit on the couch on that side. So I had somebody on this side, but nobody on this side because nobody was going to move that cat. And so I just very carefully put my hand down and put my arm against her back and just left it there and didn't try to touch her other than that, didn't try to pet her. And I was down at their house a couple of times, and every time I made a fuss over the cats. And that cat would finally got to the point after, because we were in a show together and we had board meetings at their house, and I had just come onto the board. And every time that cat saw me, I'm making a fuss over Madame Fang. So it got to the point where Madame Fang would greet me. She'd talk to me. She'd climb up on my lap. She would not treat anybody else like that. She hated everybody else. And I'm kind of glad to see, though, that these two, in spite of definitely having Siamese blood, are not temperamental like that. Not at all. Now, they're all scared of other people because they were only able to be socialized with me and Mike and a little bit of Gary. So when strangers come over, they tend to run and hide and are cowards. So... Okay, so it's 6 o'clock my time. Time for me to go get dinner, cup of tea. I'll tuck this stuff away first, tuck it in the stocking before he gets home so he doesn't realize what I'm doing. So that'll be the last for my stocking. My stocking doesn't have much in it, but I was surprised. I mean, I knew there were 3 freebies. But this, having a duplicate of this one, that's a mistake. That's only supposed to be 1. Somebody glitched. I'll use them. I just thought it'd be nice to be able to have some where, like, these are cool from Lily and Fox. You see what they are? They're Sakura, the cherry blossoms. But it'll be nice to have ones that I don't have to. These basically are stickers. I got this set too from them. But they're basically a sticker. And then they comes with a little wooden piece that has slanted on the end. And you push it down. And then you just take the nail file and run it this way to trim the ends off. So it goes right to the edge. And since my nails are so short most of the time, I can alter these and do, every other one. And I'll be able to get, twice the use out of them because I don't have to fit it. Like look how short my nail is here. My nail, if I cover that one, won't even go to the cat's head. So I can use the cat's head on a different nail. You see what I'm saying? So instead of just having to use one because of the length of my nail, I can get double the use. So, and I like it. Lily and Fox, they have some cute stuff. And it's just a sticker. And it lasted. I even forgot to, because I don't have any of those gloves that you, like kitchen gloves, because mine just were so old, they finally bit the dust and started cracking. And trying to find them. I can't find them anywhere. So had for a while there been using rubber gloves, but your hands sweat so much in a smaller rubber glove. And, but so I had done dishes and I had some of these on and they survived that too, which surprised the daylights out of me. I figured that was going to ruin them and make them come off, but they've lasted through the showers. They've lasted through twice of doing dishes. So they're really cool. Now these, I doubt very much these will survive doing the dishes. I think the glue that they use is just a sticker glue and I think it'll probably pop right off. So if any of you have ever used press-on nail kind of things, what do you use for a glue? And don't tell me E6000 or E whatever it is, or crazy glue, because I don't want them on forever. I mean, I get it that they need to come off at some point, but I don't want them to just fall off the very day I put them on. So let me know in the comments if you know. And have some fun. Go take a look at that Purging the Treasure Cabinet video. And have that. Actually, wait a second. I know what I should show you guys and put in there. No, not brain work. So a long time ago, there was a Christmas challenge to share a favorite Christmas memory. Okay, so if you need a good laugh for the holiday season, here it is. It's the day I killed Frosty. Yes, I mean that exactly as it sounds. So there you go. If you need a good laugh, there's the video. We all, Vintage and Vinyl had tagged me for that, and I tagged a few other people. I don't know how many actually did it. Katie from Vintage and Vinyl had a great one about how the dog ate the real baby Jesus. And then I have the day I killed Frosty. Yeah. Don't watch this or with children around. Please don't. They'll be just as badly traumatized as the poor little girl that saw me do it. Oh my goodness. That poor child is an adult now that's probably in therapy for years. But if you need a good laugh, the day I killed Frosty is one. So Mary, let that be my Christmas present to all of you. Go watch the day I killed Frosty. So the holiday's coming up. I'm still trying to get out to my friend's farm, figuring out how we could do that. I want to get your stuff out. I don't know that you'll see me before Christmas. You'll probably see me afterwards, but you'll definitely see me before the new year. But you probably won't see me live again until after Christmas Day. So we're just going to play these next, because it's the holiday, we're just going to play these next 2 weeks kind of like on the wing. We're just going to fly on the wing. Also because my brother had all those tests on his kidney, and we don't know what that's going to mean yet. We don't have results back yet. If his potassium is too high again, if his function is a problem, they're going to put him in the hospital. They did before, and he'll be in for 2 or 3 days where they got to flush everything out and get that potassium level back down. So it all depends on what those test results come back with, and we haven't heard anything yet. So we're going to just play it all by ear, and I may not see you until after Christmas, but I will see you at some point between Christmas and New Year's. All right? So have a good night. Have a good laugh with that Frosty video. And may you all have a wonderful holiday, whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah or any of the other ones that take place this time of year. I hope you have a good holiday. Bless you all. Mwah. Love you guys. You have kept me sane more than you know. Goodbye. Oh, wait. I so rarely do this through YouTube. How do I turn it off? StreamYard gives you a little button. Well, we'll see if this works. Bye. I think that worked.